Hi everyone, and welcome to another video of Linux for absolutely beginners. My name is Tia from DevOps Easy Learning, and today we'll be going through the kill command, the PS, and also the uptime command, right? What is the purpose of the kill command? Let's say you have a slow web server, and upon investigation, you realize that you basically have a program that is kind of eating a lot of your CPU. What are you going to do? You need to investigate and shut down that particular program, right? And how can you do that? You are going to use something called the kill command to do that. And the kill command also have two options, the kill-9 and the kill-15, that we're going to see what's the difference between that. And how are you going to even find out what are all the processes basically running on your operating system? That is why you're going to use either a command called a top command or a PS command, right? And what will be the purpose of the uptime command? The uptime command here just allow you to check how long the server has been up. And this is also really useful in the real world because at some point, let's say you are trying to figure out when the server was rebooted, right? You can go ahead and check the uptime command and you will see when the server was rebooted, when we shut down the server, and so on. Now, like I explained, the top command is just used to check all the processes, and you can use either the top command or the PS command. And the PS command here basically have some options, and that is like option AUX. I like to use this one a lot. And the uptime can have option P and so on. And the kill command here, we can have the kill-9 and the kill-15. And what will be the difference between the kill-9 and the kill-15? The kill-9 is called hash kill, and the kill-15 is called a soft kill. What happened here is that, let's say you use a kill-9 to shut down the process. It is going to shut down the parent process and the child processes at the same time. And why, if you use the kill-15, we call that a soft kill. What happened is that it will make sure that it shut down all child processes before it will shut down the parent process. And that is the main difference. The kill-9, it is called a hash kill. It is going to kill the parent process and also the child processes at the same time. And the kill-15 is going to make sure that it kills the child processes before killing the parent process. And if you really want me to deep dive into all this process, like what is the parent process, what is the child process, what is an orphan process, what is a zombie process, please let me know in the comment below, and I'll go ahead and create another video where I'm going to explain exactly what is the parent process, what is the child process, what is a zombie process, what is what is an orphan process, and so on. But this video, it is not for that. We just want to understand how the kill, the PS, and the uptime command work. Let me jump into one of our servers here, and before you follow up, please make sure that you have access to a Linux server. I am going to log in here into server 4 here, and I'll go ahead and kind of type some command here, and we'll see how it looks like. Now, let us start with the uptime command. If you say uptime, oh, that was correct, and hit enter. Let me also even use -p. As you guys can see, uptime command, this server has been up. This, if you see here, the server has been up here for 7 days. 7 days, and that is why you say up 1 weeks, which means 7 days here, and we have like 22 hour here and 44 minutes, right? And this is gonna help you a lot. There's only one user logging. As let's say I basically type this and see that the server has been up just maybe 30 minutes. It means Either this server went down, or we'll boot this server up in like just less than 1 hour, or the server was rebooted, something like that. With this, I know that this server for the past 7 days, this server has been up. And let's say somebody was saying that, hey, this server was rebooted yesterday. That would not be true, right? Because the uptime is telling me that the server has been up for 1 week, and there is no, you can't tell me that this server was rebooted yesterday. That is wrong, because if the server was rebooted yesterday, what happened here is that I'm going to see that this server has been up just maybe for less than 24 hours, just less than 12 hours, something like that. I mean, it has been up just for 1 day, for instance. But if I'm seeing that the server has been up for 7 days, let's say I just asked you to reboot the server, and that's like almost 2 days from now, and you didn't reboot the server. And when I check, I'm seeing that the server has been up like almost a week, and you are telling me that you rebooted the server. That is not possible, right? The second command that we are going to learn here, it is basically a top command. Let's say you want to check all the processes. I won't say processes in Linux. What does that mean? That means all program. Even in Linux, when you run a command in Linux, a command is a process that is running. Same thing in Windows operating system. We can check all processes, right, that are actually running. For instance, if you right click here on my taskbar here, if you right click here and just say open taskbar, you guys will see this. These are all the processes that are basically running on my Windows machine here. I can basically see the CPU usage, and also the memory usage of each process. And let's say I'm seeing something here that is eating a lot of my CPU. As you guys can see, Dropbox here is taking a lot of my memory, like almost 4 MB. That is too much, right? And if you scroll down, you will see even this Zoom that I'm using Zoom here to record this video. Zoom will also be here. As you guys can see, this is like I don't even know this, but it's using almost 1 gig of my memory, and that is too much. And let's say at some point I'm seeing that I don't have enough memory left, and a program like this is using a lot of memory. I can just go ahead here and terminate this program, right? So that it will go ahead and kind of release the memory. And if you check here in terms of CPU, I don't have any program here that is basically using a lot of CPU, right? I have my task manager itself that is using something here. I have Zoom that I'm using here to record this video. As you guys can see, Zoom is using almost 700 MB of memory and like 3.2% of my CPU, right? As you can see, that's how you check all these things in Windows, and you can see everything in real life. How can you check this also in Linux? This is really, really important when it comes to troubleshooting, because at some point you want to know exactly what is going on into the operating system, what are all the processes that are running, how the resources is behaving. You want to know the memory usage. Right now, I am at just 24% of memory usage, 7% of CPU usage. If you get to 90% or 95% of CPU usage here, that is really bad. And also the same thing apply if I'm going to almost 80% or 95% of my memory usage, this my Windows machine will be very slow. As you can see also this usage, I'm not seeing anything useful here, right? Now, how can we check all these things on Linux? We will have a command called the df command, and also if you just type the df command or -h here, I will be able to see some like a good information about my file system, which is my hard disk drive. And if I'm using here the free command here, it will be giving me stuff about the memory. I can see the one that is usage, and here you don't really see which program is using what. Now, if we use the top command here, what happens is that it's going to give me something in real time, right? In real time, every second is going to give me the percentage of the CPU usage and also the memory usage. Same thing here. It looks like the same thing here in window. As you guys can see, every single second is going to give me like I don't know if it's 5 seconds or 10 seconds. It will go ahead and give me the percentage of the CPU usage, the memory usage of each process running on my Windows machine. Same thing here. As you guys can see here, the percentage of the CPU usage, the percentage of the memory usage, and it's going to kind of tell me exactly what is going on, what is running that process. Right now, a root user is the one running all that. And myself, I am here. When you type, like I said, when you type a command in Linux, a command is also called a program. A program is just a process. And I have like this top command will be showing here, run by the user root, run by the user chia. As you guys can see here, when you check it, you guys see a top command will shows up here. Now, what is another command that you can also use? If you want to get out of tab, just type Q, you'll be out. Let's see. I can type another command, the PS command, and I will say -AUX. This command also is going to show you everything that is running, right? And the cool thing about the top command is that this is going to show you like almost every second, like in real time. But with this, it's not going to show you everything in real time. But still, you can still see the CPU usage, you can still see the memory usage, and this one is very important, which is called the process ID. If you want to kill the process, you need the process ID. And the process ID, it is a unique number assigned to each process. That means every single program, every single program or command, anything running in Linux will have a unique process ID. And that is what we can basically use to kill the process. Let me go ahead and simulate something here, and we'll use that to kind of learn how to kill the process. I'm going to run something in Linux called a sleep command. When you run a sleep command and you say sleep, if you go ahead here and just say let me go ahead here and say 120. 120 here is just 120 seconds, which means 2 minutes. What happens here is that this is going to hold my prompt for 2 minutes. And I want to check this thing. I want it to be a process. Now I can go ahead here and kind of run for 4 minutes, which is 240 seconds, but I will use the %% here and say, hey, I want to run this at the background so that I can check and see how it's doing. If you hit enter, it's going to kind of release my prompt, but I run that in the background. But check this. If you go ahead here and type the PX, and say have an AUX and hit enter, it gives me a lot of stuff, but I want to kind of go ahead and filter for specific information. That means I can say grep, did I have any process running that the name is sleep? As you guys can see here, it kind of pull out the sleep, and this is the sleep 240 seconds, which is a process running by the user tier, and this is the process ID, right? And let's say at some point you kind of want to kill this process, for instance. How are you going to do that? That is where we'll go ahead here and use the kill command, and I say the kill -9. We'll go ahead here and kill the parent process and the child processes without at the same time, right? Because sometimes processes will also have a parent process and a child process, and I'm not going to explain that in this video, right? Let me go ahead here and kill. I can just say kill -9, and if you go ahead here and give the process ID a unique number and hit enter, and I'll go ahead again and just say PS and grab it. As you guys can see, the sleep 240 is gone, and that is how you kill the process. Let me go ahead and simulate the same thing. I'm going to run the same process here at the background, and I'll go ahead and grab, have the process again, and I can go ahead here and use the kill dash. Instead of -9, I'm going to use the kill -15. And you guys will see that it is still going to kill that process without any issue. And I'll go ahead and hit enter. If you're trying to grab that, as you guys can see, that is gone, right? And that's it for this video, guys. That is how you can go ahead and kind of troubleshoot a slow web server, right? By using, by checking the memory usage, by checking the hard disk drive, what you have left, right, on your root file system, by checking all the processes that are running and so on, right? There are also more to this, right? We can really deep dive if you guys want, right? But if you want a really deep dive into this troubleshooting, let me know in the comment below, and I can also create a video and really deep dive into server troubleshooting, right? Because sometimes this question basically pops up at the interview. They ask you, how can you troubleshoot a slow web server? Let's say a user reach out to you and say the server is really, really slow. How can you figure out what is wrong with that server? Same thing, you by yourself, if you have your Windows machine or your Mac machine, at some point it is really, really slow. How are you going to figure out what might be wrong with that Mac machine or Windows machine, right? That's it for this video. Please, if you like this video, let me know in the comment below. And also, if you have not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, please go ahead and do so. Thank you. Bye-bye.